Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al. Well, that was an echo, wasn't it? This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. We're going to continue with our APBA baseball, basic APBA baseball. Card and Dice makes everything nice. 1981 American League Championship Series. What if the strike year was not divided into two seasons? Your American League East winner would have been the Milwaukee Brewers, American League West, Oakland A's. So we're playing the What If American League Championship Series of 1981. Oakland is up 2 games to none in the best of five, looking to sweep out the Brewers. As the Brewers look to win two here in Milwaukee and take it back to the Oakland Coliseum for game five. It's a tall order for the Brewers. Can they do it? We shall find out up next on the channel. All right, let's quickly get to the Oakland A's. They're up 2-0. They won the first 2 games behind solid. Langford pitched a beautiful game, 3-0, 3-hit shutout in game one. Game two, excuse me. Game one was quite exciting. Ricky Henderson, in a 4-4 game, had the walk-off single in the bottom of the ninth. So let's get to game three and see what happens. Trav has joined us here at the ballpark. Hope all is well with you. Trav states in the press booth, I think the Brewers will win. We shall find out. As we'll roll some APBA Basic. For the Oakland A's, Matt Keogh's on the mound, B grade with a Z modifier. Ricky Henderson's in left, leading off. Batting second, Dwayne Murphy in center. The DH batting third, Cliff Johnson. Right fielder Tony Armas bats in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth, third baseman Wayne Gross. Doing the catching, batting sixth, Mike Heath. Jim Spencer, who homered in game two, is at first base once again, batting seventh. Second baseman Dave McKay will bat eighth. Rob Piccolo will play short, bat ninth. A's defensive rating as a team is 41, so they'll be off fielding column 1, which is the best fielding column. And to be honest, we won't use the little alternate chart here because I do like this alternate chart. I played once online with it, been fooling around offline. So you give it, well, we got a fielding column 2 there. Center field. So their outfield is all 3, so it doesn't matter. That's going to go to fielding column 1. Shortstop is an 8, fielding column. Oh, no, that's fielding column 2. That's fielding column 2. But we're going to play with we've played the first 2 games without using that, so we'll play the rest of the series just using the defensive number. I'm still not used to this. I do like it. It's a nice option for the basic game. I just don't remember all the time when I'm playing online. So, and again, we started the first 2 games just using the points. Both teams are fielding column 1, by the way. And I am very much enjoying APBA Basic. Uncle Dave Gardner played the Master game today. I was watching a little bit of that on replay, and he might be doing a chat right now to discuss that. So feel free to go check his live chat out and come back at a later date if you want to watch this game. All right, for the Milwaukee Brewers trying to stave off, I think you call it, elimination, Mike Caldwell will be on the mound. Caldwell is a C grade Z pitcher, so he has pretty good control. Leading off in right field, Paul Molitor. Batting second at shortstop, Robin Yount. Batting third, first baseman Cecil Cooper. Cleanup hitter, left fielder Ben Ogilvy. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Ted Simmons. Batting sixth, center fielder Gorman Thomas. Two changes in the Milwaukee lineup. Sal Bando will be the DH batting seventh, as again, Milwaukee needs to win 3 in a row to go to the World Series. Don Money gets his first start at short, batting eighth. Jim Gantner plays second base, bats ninth to round off the Milwaukee Brewers lineup. Round out, actually. Joining us at the ballpark, Sean Kaufman. Hope all is well. He says, hi, Al. Love APBA Basic. It's a very fun game. I really do enjoy it. If I want something a little more, for me, a little more advanced, I play Strat. So Caldwell will be on the mound. And let's put these cards over here. Caldwell taking his warm-up tosses. For the A's, it will be Henderson, Murphy, Johnson. If anyone gets on, Tony Armas. What a great defensive outfield in 81 for the A's. The best rating you can get, to my understanding, in APBA Basic for outfield, 1 to 3, and they're all threes. That's outstanding. Caldwell, the righty, to Ricky Henderson, hero of game one, walk-off single. The pitch to Ricky Henderson, 64 to Ricky Henderson. Base is empty. 64 is a 12. Oh, boy. A 12. Fielding column one hop rocket snared by the first baseman, Cooper. He'll take it to the bag himself. 1 out. Nice play by Cooper at first. Henderson is retired. Sean Kaufman says, yeah, I grew up with APBA, but came to Strat later and really love the advanced game. Might be my favorite baseball game. They're both very good games. I also enjoy History Maker Baseball. Those are the 3 games I play the most. Card and dice. I did enjoy Pine Tar. I like that one. I need to get that back on the table, but I'll have to use a little refresher course to remember. And thanks to Kurt Berglund, he has wonderful tutorials on that game. 1 out for Dwayne Murphy, left-hand batting center fielder. Caldwell has the sign from Simmons. The pitch to Dwayne Murphy, that's a 6 on the 11. That's going to be, I think a 6 is a double. He's a C grade. Let's just check that up. That's driven to the right center field alley. Hops to the wall. Stand-up double. It is a stand-up double for Dwayne Murphy with 1 out. Uncle Dave Gardner has joined us. Dave, please feel free to do your chat. I just promoted it. I just said you're doing a chat about advanced, and I was telling people feel free to go see Uncle Dave. Also check out his video, his first ever advanced video, and I think he really did enjoy it. So, but Dave, you go. Feel free to do the chat. I appreciate you asking of me. No one needs my approval to do anything. It's about having fun. But thank you, Dave. All right, so a man at second, 1 out for Cliff Johnson, the DH. Righty-righty matchup. Caldwell to Johnson. 12 is a 25. Runner at first base. And again, I'm using the radio boards. These are from the 1996 game, which had the 1995 playoff teams that I bought. So I like these radio boards. I do have the book also, but I like the radio boards. So we have to do runner at first, 25, fielding column 1, double, runner at second, my faux pas, runner at second, that's a double. 25, fielding column 1. It's a double play. Line shot, leaping catch by the second baseman, Ganter. Jim Ganter. And he flips to Robin Yount to double up Dwayne Murphy. Excellent play by Jim Gantner. So again, the 25 liner caught by the second baseman. That's a 4-5 double play. Brewers fans love that. The side is retired. The A's thought they're going to have a 1-0 lead there, but we go to the bottom of the first. Gantner gets a standing ovation from the Brewers fans here at County Stadium. Codwell, thanks to some leather flashed by Jimmy Gantner, does his job. Robert Bryant, how are you? Mark Jones, how are you? Sean Kaufman says, yes, both great games, and I love History Maker Baseball as well. Only 3 games I own and enjoy all 3 games. Each game give something different. Exactly. It's what itch it scratches on that day. The only thing with History Maker Baseball, because I am new to it, the nooks and crannies, I'm like, I'm not going to remember that nook and cranny. The game I remember, I know what charts to go to and this and that, but there's certain things. Sometimes I don't always do the pregame stuff. I just say this guy's hot, this guy's cold, just off my judgment and looking how the batter did during the year. And then if I'm playing a series, I just pick who's hot and cold. I don't do the weather because I have enough trouble remembering things. Offline, I'll play the weather once in a while. I love the umpires. I love the umpire ratings. That is a really unique thing to the game. But I do enjoy those 3 games. So once again, I'd like to say hello to Sean Kaufman, Mark Jones, Robert Bryan, Dave Gardner, and Trav. And if Dave Gardner's doing his chat, please go check out that and come back here at a later date because he's going to talk about advanced. He played not advanced, master game, which is their advanced game, but they call it the master game, which has like stealing. You don't just go off the formula. So. Oh, Dave says he's going to do the chat tomorrow, so check that out. Thank you, Dave. That's kind of you. What time do you think you're doing that tomorrow, Dave? For the Milwaukee Brewers, Molitor, Yount, Cooper to face Matt Keogh. Keogh's B grade Z modifier. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch to the right fielder, Paul Molitor. Molitor from Keogh's a 53, bases empty, 53's a 17. Ooh, that's a unique roll. 17's a unique roll. And let's get to the bases empty chart. 17, fielding column 1, slicing line drive near the right field gap. Great diving catch by Tony Armas, flashing the leather. What a catch by Armas. Robbing Molitor of extra bases. 1 out. Robin Yount, the Brewers shortstop, steps into the right-hander's batter's box. Heath sets the target. Keogh to Yount. 12 to Robin Yount. A 12's a 25. 25. Ground ball to second. McKay to Spencer, 2 away. Had Keogh been an X modifier, he would have struck him out, but he's a Z modifier. So Yount is out 4-3, 2 down. Cecil Cooper steps to the plate. 2 outs, bases empty for the left-hand batting first baseman of the Brewers. Keogh rocks and deals to Cooper, 26 to Cecil Cooper. 26 is a 24. Hard hit ball to short, backhanded by Piccolo in the hole. Strong throw to Spencer. Side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the Brew Crew. We go to the top of the second here at County Stadium, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. A's lead 2-0. If they win Game 3, they will advance to the World Series against either the Reds or Cardinals. We haven't started up that series yet. Due up for the Oakland A's, Armas, who made that fabulous catch off the bat of Molitor. Gross, Mike Heath. If anyone gets on, Jimmy Spencer. So the C-grade Mike Caldwell back up on the bump for the Brewers. Tony Armas awaits the Caldwell offering. The pitch homeward bound, 46. 46 to Tony Armas. 13, swing and a miss. Armas tried to jack that out of the park. Chased high and away. Sometimes he's a free swinger. 1 out for the left-hand batting third baseman of the Oakland A's, Wayne Gross. Simmons wiggles the fingers. Caldwell nods his head. The pitch to Gross. 66. That ball is gone. As Uncle Dave Gardner says, the sweetest thing, you see that 66 come out of the dice roller. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. The left-hand batting third baseman for the A's, Wayne Dale Gross, touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. 1-0 Oakland, to the joy of Billy Martin in the Oakland dugout. As he's screaming, that a boy, that a boy. Wayne Gross goes yard. 1-0 A's. Caldwell looked like a flat slider, which turns into a kill me fastball. That was a Mayday Malone slider. And what TV show does the phrase Mayday Malone slider of death come from? 1 out, 1-0, no one on for the catcher Mike Heath. Sean Kaufman says, cheers, you are correct, my friend. The pitch to Heath, 42 to Mike Heath, looking to add to the A's lead. 42 is a 13, strike 3 looking on the breaking pitch. 2 outs. Jason Marks, how you doing? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us here at the ballpark. We had our Christmas celebration today because I was healthy and we could have everyone over, and it was a lot of fun. And I can finally do a little streaming because it's relaxing to me. 2 outs for Jim Spencer. He homered in game 2. 1-0 Oakland. The pitch to Jim Spencer, righty-lefty matchup. Caldwell being the righty, Spencer the lefty. 31 to Spencer. 31's a 14. That will be a walk. Let's just double check that. He's not a double ZZ pitcher. He's only a Z pitcher. Free pass to Spencer. Inning stays alive. For the second baseman, Dave McKay, Rob Piccolo on deck. Larry Mullins, 1-1-1. Hope all is well. He says, hello, Big Al. Let's go A's. The pitch to McKay. Runner at first, 31. Flip the chart. 31 is a 9, but the C voodoo. No, that's going to be a single to right field, runner to third. Wait, that's a 10. That's a 10. That's the thing. That 9, the C voodoo does rob the 9. I want to make sure I'm looking at this right. Yep. So the C grade robs the hit on the 9. Slow roller to third. Up with it is money. throws to first. The side is retired. The A's get one. Nice play by Money to get McKay. Got him by a step. The A's get one on the homer by Armas. Is it a force out? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's an out. Slow roller, out. Runner advances to, yeah, so he went to first. The A's get one. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Oakland. Both teams showing some great leather. Mark Jones, are any of the 81 pitchers have a ZZ rating? That's a good question. Probably. I don't know. I've not played all the 81 teams. I've looked at them. That's like really good control. This 81 team is I believe this is the original that would have come out in 82 or 83. I don't know when the original came out. So I don't know if they had the double ZZ rating then. The boards I have are from 1996. Which, I mean, again, maybe you shouldn't be using these because these are old cards, but it's within the framework. So I'm enjoying APBA, and I never thought I would because I'm like, how does this formula work? It somehow works marvelously. It's a really fun game. I'm not big on charts. I've said that, but this game, it doesn't bother me. For the Brewers in the bottom of the second, Ogilvy, Simmons, Thomas, if anyone gets on, Sal Bando, the former Oakland A. Here is Ben Ogilvy, left-hand batting left fielder. Keogh retired the Brewers 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. The pitch to Ogilvy from Matt Keogh. 12. A 12's a 25. I know that's an out. That will be bases empty. 25. He's not an X-grade pitcher. He's a Z pitcher. Hard hit ball to second. McKay knocks it down, throws to Spencer, one away. 4 up, 4 down for Keogh. Uncle Dave Gardner says, I have some new football and baseball seasons coming. Excellent. I'm sure you'll talk about that on the chat tomorrow. And again, what time is that chat going to be? If you know, I would love to tell everyone to be there. It's always good to chat with Uncle Dave Gardner. 1 out for the catcher. Switch hitting Ted Simmons. He'll bat lefty. Keogh has the sign from Heath. The pitch to Ted Simmons. 26. 26 is a 32. Bases empty. 32. Fly ball. Driven deep to right center field. Armas on his horse. He makes a leaping, tumbling catch. Tony Armas, second time he has robbed a hit off a bat of a Milwaukee Brewer. The first one was Molitor. Now it's the catcher, Ted Simmons. What a great play. We're looking at that replay now. He went a long way to right center to make that leaping, tumbling catch. Loses his hat. 2 outs. Base is empty for Gorman Thomas. Thomas has pop, and the dice are stuck. The pitch from Keogh to Thomas, 35. 35's a 14. Thomas works a walk. Inning stays alive. First base runner for the Brewers, joining us here at County Stadium in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Pesky Pole, how you doing? Check out that channel and subscribe. Thomas, a slow runner at first. Bando at the plate. Sal Bando getting his first start of the series. Bando. Deal. I'm sorry. Keogh deals to Bando. It's a 12. A 12's a 25 with a runner at first. That's going to end the inning. I believe that's a line out. A 25. Ripped shot right at the second baseman, McKay. The side is retired. Would have been a double play line out. Actually, it would have been a 4-6-3 double play. So that's going to be a ground out to second. Doesn't matter. They said he took it off the ground. McKay throws to Spencer. The side, I keep saying it, but that's the third out of the inning. So runner at first. Right, that's a double play ball. The line out's the runner on second. So 4-3. The Brewers do get a base runner. The walk by Thomas, but don't do anything with it. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Oakland. Due up for the A's, Rob Peachlow, the number 9 batter. Then Oakland moves to the top of the order. Ricky Henderson, Dwayne Murphy. Mike Caldwell trying to stave off elimination for the Brewers, get him to game 4. Then the Brewers have to make a decision. Do they go with Vukovich on short rest? Here's Rob Peachlow. Righty-righty matchup. Caldwell rocks and deals to Peachlow. 16 to Rob Peachlow. So a 16 is a 28. That will be an out. What kind of out with the base is empty? We shall find out. 28. Diving stop by the shortstop in the hole. Robin Yount. He pops up. Fires to first. Scooped out of the dirt by Cooper. Peachlow retired 6-3 by his counterpart, Robin Yount. 1 out, top of the order. Ricky Henderson, he's 0 for 1. He grounded to first, unassisted. The pitch to Ricky Henderson for Mike Caldwell. 35. 35 is a 9. I know the C grade takes that away. Popped up, left side, third baseman. Don Money's calling for it. He makes the catch. Ricky Henderson, 0 for 2. Henderson, the hero of game 1 with the walk-off single in the bottom of the 9th. So again, that is a 9. The C-grade pitcher has voodoo on that. Mile-high pop-up. Third baseman makes the play. I just like to look again and repeat it to make sure I'm doing what is correct. Someone did point out in my Yankee Brewers game, Strat 1976 East Regional, that I did make a mistake because I looked. Sparky Lyle's a left-handed pitcher, and when Gorman Thomas pinch hit, I looked at the right-handed column, against the right-handed pitcher. I still would have had to roll a 20-sider to see if it was a homer, but I did look at the wrong column. Unbelievable how I aided the Yankees. Not that it necessarily the Brewers would have won the game, but it might have made a difference. So, 2 outs, base is empty for Dwayne Murphy. He doubled and then was doubled up on the line shot hit by Cliff Johnson. Caldwell to the left-hand batting Murphy. Dwayne Murphy, 25. 25's a 10. A 10. Rope to left. It's a single. Roped into left, base hit. Murphy took a wide turn, but gets back to first. Murphy is now 2 for 2, a double, a single. 2 hits away from the cycle. He needs a triple and the homer. Inning stays alive with 2 outs for Cliff Johnson. Runner at first. Trav says, that's okay. Yeah, I know, but it was a stupid mistake I made. I went back to look because I was like, maybe I didn't make the mistake, but I sure did. And that happens sometimes. You look at the wrong column. One nothing Oakland. Runner at first, 2 outs. Murphy will be off on contact. Caldwell to the DH, Cliff Johnson of the Oakland A's, 46. 46. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Third strikeout for Mike Codwell. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Oakland. The one run. The solo blast by Armas. By Wayne Gross in the second. Due up in the bottom of the third for the Brewers, Money, Gantner, Molitor to face Matt Keogh. If the A's win, they advance to the World Series against either the Reds or the Cardinals. We have not started that series yet. Trav says, chalk it up to the umpire missing a call. Happens sometimes. I like that. We will chalk it up to that. Don Money, right-hand batting third baseman, steps in the batter's box, prepared to do battle with Matt Keogh. Keogh to Money, 15 to Don Money, base is empty. Flip the chart. 15 to Money is a 9 B-grade pitcher. Well, the B-grade pitcher doesn't have voodoo on the 9. Single to left, off the glove of the diving shortstop, Rob Piccolo. So Don Money singles to left, first hit for the Brewers. That will bring up Jim Gantner with Paul Molitor on deck. Molitor hit the ball well in his first at-bat, robbed on a tremendous catch by Tony Armas in right center. Should Jim Gantner lay down a bunt? Gantner's going to swing the stick. Runner at first, no outs. Money's an excellent double play candidate. He's slow of foot. Keogh to Gantner, 15. That's an 8. And again, that's a base hit. The B voodoo doesn't stop the 8. Chopped off the plate, infield single, no play. As the catcher, Mike Heath, just eats the ball. Works better than a sacrifice. Money to second. Gantner to first. No outs, 2 on for Paul Molitor. Heath goes out to have a word with Matt Keogh. Back behind the plate. Pounds a mitt, sets the target. The pitch homeward bound. 33 to Paul Molitor. 33's a 7. First and second. First and second on a 7. Oh, wow. No, that's an 8. RBI hit to left, first and third. Slow runner out at home. Oh, nuts. I do believe Don Money is going to be thrown out at home. He is unable to cash in the chips. He is a slow runner. The Brewers squander an opportunity there. So let's go back. That is a 33. Molitor, it's first and second. That's a 7. B pitcher. RBI single, first and third. Slow runner out at home, 7-2. Men on second and third. So Don Money is a slow runner. He is out, thrown out by Ricky Henderson. Heath applies the tag. Heartbreak for the Brewers fans. Gantner goes first to third, advancing on the throw to the plate to second is Paul Molitor. So second and third, 1 out, still 1-0. Oakland, Ricky Henderson getting the job done with his throwing arm in left. Jason Marks' great throw by Ricky. So now we have second and third. I'm amazed how well this game plays, the basic game. And I'm sure the master game plays probably even better, but I just love the basic game so much. And maybe someday I will go for the master game. I don't know. But I'm eager to finish listening and watching to Uncle Dave Gardner's first APBA master game and check out his chat tomorrow. He'll tell you his thoughts on it. I think he enjoyed it. And he's also probably going to tell you what seasons are coming in for football and baseball. So make sure you check out the chat by Dave Gardner tomorrow. Second and third, 1 out, 1-0 A's. They're going to play for the out. They're not going to play the infield in. Billy doesn't want a big inning here. Keogh now faces Robin Yount, 0 for 1. The pitch homeward bound. Righty right. 55 to Robin Yount. 55 is an 8. 8 sac fly to center field. So they're going to tie the game. Runner on second moves to third. So that is a deep fly ball to center. Off the bat of Robin Yount. Murphy racing back, leaps, bangs into the wall, makes the catch, tumbles after making the catch. Tagging from third is Gantner. We're knotted at 1. Molitor tags second to third. 2 outs now. So Yount picks up a ribby. Brewers fans happy about that. 2 outs. Go-ahead run 90 feet away and Paul Molitor. Cecil Cooper comes to the plate. He grounded to short. He's 0 for 1. Keogh to Cooper. 64 to Cecil Cooper. With a runner on third. We're going to have to switch the chart. Let's just look. 64 is a 12. That's a unique roll. 12, I think, is going to be an out, but I don't know. Runner at third. Runner on third base, 12. Medium fly ball to right. There would have been a tag up if there was under 2 outs, but it's just a fly ball to Armas, and the side is retired. The Brewers do score 1 run after money is thrown out at the plate by Ricky Henderson, and that was 7-2. I need something. I'll just go 7-2 there. We go to the top of the fourth, 1-1 here in Milwaukee County Stadium. A's lead the series 2-0. If they win, they sweep the Brewers. Brewers have to win 3 in a row, 2 here at County Stadium, then 1 more back at the Oakland Coliseum. So Cooper flies out to Armas. I believe it was. It was an out anyway. I'm not going to relook. Top of 4 for the A's in a 1-1 game. Armas, Gross, Heath. If anyone gets on, Jimmy Spencer. So right now, no one looking to get that 5 shutout innings and the upgrade. Caldwell could go to a B. Keogh could have went to an A. But now they got to start the count all over again. Get the bases empty chart. How's everyone doing on this Saturday evening? Actually, now it's early Sunday morning. What games are you playing? Sports, action, whatever it is. What have you guys been doing? Larry Mullins, 111. Always enjoy when you're live late at night. Can listen along while at work. Well, thank you, Larry. Thank you. Tony Armas 0 for 1. He struck out against Caldwell in the second. Pitch homeward bound to Armas, 63 to TA Tony Armas. 63 is a 30. Armas will make contact. That's a fly ball driven deep to left center field. Racing is Ogilvy. He makes a leaping catch, banging into the wall. Ogilvy went a long way to rob Armas. 1 out. Armas just shakes his head as he heads back to the Oakland A's dugout. Wayne Gross, 1 for 1, homered in the second. Caldwell looking for revenge. The pitch to Gross. 45 to Wayne Gross. 45. Gross battles Caldwell to a walk. So Caldwell loses Gross on the 3-2 count. 1 out, 1 on. Gross, a slow-footed runner. Mike Heath also was a strikeout victim his first time up against Caldwell. Milwaukee hoping to turn 2 in the infield to end the top of the fourth. We have a 1-1 ball game. Game 3, best of 5, American League Championship Series 1981. What if? If the A's win, it's done. They go to the World Series. Brewers have to start a 3-game winning streak. The pitch to Mike Heath. Caldwell deals up a 12 to Mike Heath. 25. Runner at first. 1 out. 25. Hard hit ball to second. Gantner pivots. Sends it to Yount. Relay throw back to Cooper. The side is retired. 4-6-3. Beautiful double play turned by the Milwaukee Brewers infield. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 1-1. Game 3, American League Championship Series. The Brewers must win and win and win, and then they're in the World Series. Oakland, one more win, and then they're in the World Series. Due up for the Brewers in the bottom of the fourth, Ogilvy, who made that magnificent catch, Ted Simmons, Gorman Thomas, if anyone gets on, Sal Bando, the DH. So Heath bangs into the 6-4-3 double play as he goes back to get his catching gear on. Matt Keogh back up on the bump. 1-1 game. Left-hand batting left fielder Ogilvy steps to the plate. Keogh to Ogilvy. 35 to Ogilvy. 35's a 40. Base is empty. Fielding column 1. A 40. Foul tipped off the catcher. Strike 1. A W pitcher. Base on balls. So he's not a W pitcher. 0-1 count to Ogilvy. Keogh once again sends the ball home to Ben Ogilvy. 31. A 31's a 14. Ogilvy battles Keogh to a walk. Go ahead run at first. Ogilvy is a normal runner. Striding to the plate in this 1-1 game. Runner at first. Switch hitting catcher Ted Simmons. Simmons flew out to right center. Tremendous catch made by Armas. He's made 2 web gems in this game. So Keogh has to face another left-handed stick. The pitch to Simmons. Runner at first, no outs. 25 to Ted Simmons. 25's a 9. B Voodoo, runner at first. 9. Chopped off the plate, infield single. So a second infield single for the Brewers. Mike Heath can't believe it. First and second, no outs as Ogilvy advances 90 feet. Keogh in a bit of a pickle. He's made a couple of tough pitches that have turned into infield hits. So we now have first and second. No outs, 1-1 ball game. Billy Martin not looking so happy in the Oakland dugout. Stepping to the plate, Gorman Thomas. He walked his first time up. Keogh is ready. He rocks and deals to Gorman Thomas. 45 to Gorman Thomas. 45 is a 14. So he's a Z pitcher instead of a walk. It's ball one. 1-0 count. Thomas steps back in the box. Pitch homeward bound once again to Gorman Thomas. 31. 31 is a 9. B grade doesn't stop that. Unbelievable. Chopped off the plate. A third infield hit for the Brewers. Bases are juiced. Billy Martin is going insane. He just can't believe the horrific luck that Matt Keogh is having on that mound. Ogilvy to third, Simmons to second, Thomas to first, Bando coming to the plate, Mike Heath, Billy Martin going to the mound. Conference is over. They're going to play for 2. We have the bases juiced. Bases loaded chart. No place to put Bando. He grounded to second. Keogh and the A's would love to give up a run for the 2 outs. The pitch homeward bound to Sal Bando, the former Oakland A. Last year for Oakland was 1976, I do believe. That's a 16. A 16 is a 28 with the bases loaded. They're playing normal. 28. They're playing normal, which would be deep. Had they been playing in, it would have been a single. But this is a deep force at second, too late to first, RBI. So it's 2-1. They can't turn 2. Scoring from third is Ogilvy. They were giving up that run anyway, but they wanted to turn 2. Advancing to third is Simmons. Thomas forced out at second. Again, that was a 16, 28. So that's 6-4. Fielder's choice for Bando. He was running hard, beats out the double play ball, and Bando picks up a ribby. And he's at first. So it's first and third, 1 out. Again, they'll play for 2. Brewers, I believe this is their first lead of the series, 2-1. Don Money looking to cash in. Money singled and was thrown out at the plate in the bottom of the third. Keogh to Money, righty-righty matchup. First and third, that is a 34. $34 off the money card. 31. Again, they're playing for 2. 31 is going to be a sac fly to center. Makes it a 3-1 game. Murphy makes the catch. Can't get the runner. The slow-footed catcher, Simmons, easily scores on the deep fly ball. It's now 3-1 Milwaukee. Holding at first is Bando. So 2 outs, 3-1 Milwaukee. ID Gestures joined us. He says, hi, Alan Chat. Good to catch you live for a change. How's it going so far? I hope all is well. Everything's going well, IDJ. Thank you very much. Check out and subscribe to ID Gestures channel. And I hope you had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, IDJ. 3-1 Milwaukee. They have to win 1 to win 2 to win 3. The A's need 1. to advance to the World Series. 3-1 Milwaukee. Bando, slow footed DH at first. The pitch to the left-hand batting second baseman Jimmy Gantner. 15. A 15 is an 8. Runner at first. B Voodoo. Does he have B Voodoo? Yes, he does. Top to the mound. Knocked down by the pitcher. Keogh throws to Spencer. The side is retired. Scoring at home 1-3. But the Brewers strike for 2 more runs in the bottom of the fourth after 1 in the third. 3-1 Milwaukee. ID Jester had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. He said he hopes the same for me. And he says, I am requesting you bring back Saturday night chats. Well, we might do that. I got to get my software set. Uncle Dave Gardner gave me a name of a new software to use for doing chat shows. I'm going to check that out. I appreciate the help from Uncle Dave Gardner, as that's what our community is all about. 3-1. Milwaukee. Oakland will face Caldwell will face Oakland batters Spencer, McKay, Peachtree, bottom third of the order in the top of the fifth. Jimmy Spencer had a homer in game 2. Caldwell to the left-hand batting Spencer, the A's first baseman. 65 is a 35. That's going to be out number 1. Fielding column 1, 35. Popped up to the catcher, Ted Simmons, 1 down. Spencer 0 for 1 with a walk. Dave McKay, switch hitting second baseman, steps to the left-hander's batter's box. He grounded to third his first time up. Caldwell kicks and deals to McKay. 12 to McKay. 25. McKay swings the stick. Chopper to second. Easy play for Gantner as he goes to first. 2 away. 2 ground outs for McKay. He's 0 for 2. Larry Mullins 111 says, I'm guessing with these late night games, you would consider yourself a night owl. Is that correct, Al? Well, I'm somewhat of a night owl. Everyone's asleep. So I can do a game now. My grandson's sleeping. I can't be too loud or my wife will murder me. But I am very lucky to have Nurse Teresa, who understands my addiction to gaming. The pitch to Rob Peachtree with 2 outs and no one on. 54 to the Oakland A's shortstop. 54 is a 32. 32, how do you do? That ball is driven to the right center field gap. Racing over Thomas Molitor. Thomas calls off Molitor. He makes the catch. The side is retired. I believe Rob Peachtree is still 0 to the world in these first 3 games of the American League Championship Series. Mike Caldwell puts up another goose egg in the top of the 5th. He's only given up the homer off the bat of Wayne Gross back in the 2nd. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Milwaukee. They have to start a 3-game winning streak. And you can only start a winning streak by winning game 1. They trail the A's in the best of 5 American League Championship Series. What if 1981? 2-0. MV, our good friend Patrick from across the pond, has joined us, a.k.a. Mouse in the House. Please check out and subscribe to his channel. Lots of action PC baseball there. MV says, I'm awake here in the UK, Al. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How was your Christmas, MV? And Happy New Year to one and all. Nice to see so many friendly faces in the chat. So Matt Keogh down 3-1 will face the top of the Brewers order in the bottom of the fifth. I'm sorry, he will face, made a mistake there, Gantner, then the top of the order. Gantner is 1-for-1. He singled and scored after money was thrown out at the plate in the third. The pitch to Jimmy Gantner from Matt Keogh, 51 to Gantner. Base is empty. 51's a 9B grade. That's a single to left past the dive of Rob Peacholo, the shortstop. Gantner had an infield hit. Now a single to left. The A's will stick with Keogh as they don't have the tremendous bullpen. 1 on, no outs for Paul Molitor. Molitor is 1-for-2, a single and a flyout. Oakland wants to turn 2. The pitcher's best friend. The pitch to Molitor. 22 to Paulie Molitor. 22 is an 8. The B Voodoo. Top to the mound. Only play to first on the swinging bunt. Advancing to second is Gantner. Out at first. 1-3 is Paul Molitor. Keogh thought about going to second. Took the sure out at first. Besides gaming, Larry says, do you have other hobbies? Enjoying my family. Enjoying my family. I like to read. I like to watch movies. I enjoy watching other people on YouTube. I watch a lot of different channels. I try to get to as many channels as I can. I do like reading. And it has to be a subject matter I'm interested in, whether fiction or nonfiction. I like history, but I like enjoying time with the family. 1 out, runner at second for Robin Yount. Yes, there are a lot of great tabletop sports channels. There's a lot of great tabletop channels, period. ID Jester does some sports, but he does a lot of adventure games. They're fun to watch. They're fun to him listen to. So, and then you have people who do music. Those are fun channels. I watch some history channels, some gaming channels. So, the pitch to Robin Yount, 54 to Robin Yount. 3-1 Brewers, runner at second, 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Yount trying to add some runs to the lead of the Brewers. So a 54 is a 32. Runner at second. 32. Fly ball to right. Armas coming in, makes the catch, fires it back towards the infield. It's cut off. Gantner holds at second. Yount is now 0-for-2. He did have a sac fly for a ribby in the third. 2 outs. Gantner will be off on contact. Cecil Cooper steps to the plate. Brewers' first baseman is 0-for-2. Keogh to Cooper. Cooper, the left-handed stick. 45 to Cecil Cooper. 45's a 14. That will be ball 4 inside on the 3-2 count. Cooper gets the free pass. He heads to first. Gantner still stands at second. 2 outs, 2 on for Ben Oglivie. Oglivie 0-for-1 with a walk. He scored a run. Another left-handed batter that Mike Keogh has to face. Mike Heath goes to the mound. 3-1 Brewers. The Oakland catcher back behind the plate. Sets a target. The pitch to Ben Oglivie. 55 to Ben Oglivie. We have first and second. 55 is an 8. B-grade pitcher. Slowly hit the third. Only play to first. Charging is Gross. He throws to Spencer. They get the out. But now it's second and no, that will end the inning. What am I saying? That will end the inning 5-3. Nice play by Gross. Yep, that ends the inning. The Brewers threaten but don't score in the bottom of the fifth. We go to the top of the sixth, 3-1 Milwaukee. Due up for the A's, the top of the order, Henderson, Murphy, Johnson. If anyone gets on, Tony Armas. So the Brewers squander an opportunity there. Will it come back to haunt them? We shall see. Base is empty chart. I do like the radio. I know I keep saying it, but I do like what they call the radio boards. Better than flipping in the book. I have the basic book. And I do like the basic game a lot. As well as Strat. I've already said it in History Maker Baseball. Those are my 3 favorite tabletop games. I got to get Pine Tar back on the table because that's another fun game. I love the pitching grades in Pine Tar and the unique way that after I think it's the 3rd time through the lineup that the pitcher, a lot of times his grade goes down due to the batters seeing him. I want to say it's after 3 times through the lineup or the 3rd time when they come through the lineup. Some pitchers get stronger as the game goes on. It's a very unique system. All right, Ricky Henderson, 0 for 2. Codwell to Henderson. Codwell trying to protect a 3-1 lead. 62 to Ricky Henderson. 62 to Ricky's a 14. That will be a walk. So Henderson gets on. Very fast base runner. Excellent base runner. Tying run comes to the plate and Dwayne Murphy. Murphy is doubled and singled. He's got the 1 on the 66. Switch the chart. Runner at first. Codwell to Murphy. 41 is a 28. Runner at first. 28. Fielder's choice. That ball's hit to the hole and short. Yount backhands. Flips practically underhanded to Gantner, who steps on second. Henderson is out. Murphy reaches on the fielder's choice 6-4. So 1 out, 1 on. Murphy's an excellent base runner at first. Tony Armas, 0 for 2, comes to the plate. Cliff Johnson comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Banged into a double play, then struck out. Johnson awaits the Codwell offering. Pitch homeward bound. 64 is a 12. Runner at first. Taylor-made double play ball. Is he a W pitcher? No. Hard hit ball to second. Gantner quickly pivots over to Yount. Back to Cooper. Side is retired. 4-6-3. Pitcher's best friend. Second double play. Johnson's hit into. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Brewers 3. Oakland A's 1. If he throws a 7th inning shutout, he will go from a C to a B. But you probably got to turn it over to the AC pitcher, Raleigh Fingers. There's no tomorrow. So Codwell pitching his heart out, trying to keep the Brewers in this American League Championship Series here in 1981. What if? Matt Keogh, bottom of the 6th. He's given up 3 runs in the prior 5 innings. Keogh will face Simmons, Thomas, Bando. If anyone gets on, Don Money. The pitch to Ted Simmons for Matt Keogh. 52. How do you do? 52 is a 27. Simmons swings the stick. 27. That ball is hit down to third. Up with it is Gross. Fires to Spencer. Simmons out 5-3. 1 out. Center fielder Gorman Thomas steps to the plate. Thomas is walked and singled. Keogh shakes off Heath. Now he's ready. He rocks and deals to Gorman Thomas. Base is empty, 61. 61's a 40. I believe that's a pop out to the catcher. Nope. Foul tip, strike one. Keogh's not a wild pitcher. So 0-1 count. Thomas, Keogh, they do it again. Pitch homeward bound. 13. 13 is a 14. That will be a walk. One out. Thomas reaches base again. Second walk. The meet between those two walks is single. One out, one out. One out, one on for Sal Bando, the DH. Bando getting his first start in the series. No production from that DH spot so far. Joshua Hauser, how you doing? He says, hello from Vancouver. Glad to see more classic baseball card and dice. Glad to have you here, Joshua Hauser. One out, one on, 3-1 Brewers. The pitch to Sal Bando, the former Oakland A, with a runner at first, 46. 46 is a 27. 27. Hard hit ball down to third. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right. And because it's fielding column one, that's going to be a double play ball. Gross to McKay, on to Spencer. 5-4-3. The side is retired. We go to the top of the seventh. Milwaukee 3. The Oakland A's 1. The A's lead the best of 5 American League Championship Series. What if 1981 2-0? Top of 7. Armas, Gross, Heath. Now here's the question. Do you stick with the C-grade pitcher? If he gets one more shutout inning, he turns to a B, but you're going to bring in Raleigh Fingers. There's no tomorrow. Can Fingers get 9 outs? Possibly. Do you go to the setup guy? And then there's another game, but there's no tomorrow. So here's the decision. You have Armas, Gross, Heath, Spencer, if anyone gets on. I think the bullpen's ready for the Brewers. So Fingers, this is who they beat in game 1. He's an AB with an XZ. Easterly pitched well in game 2. He's a B grade. You're not going to Reggie Cleveland, that's for sure. Or Ricky Buster Keaton. Seventh, they got a very short leash on Codwell. Very short leash. Fingers and Easterly are up in the Milwaukee bullpen. Codwell to Tony Armas, 0 for 2. A strikeout, a flyout. 35 to Tony Armas. 35 is a swing and a miss. Codwell has Armas's number. 4 strikeouts. Codwell, as we just stated, has had Armas twice via the K. Wayne Gross has knocked in the only run for the A's, a homer back in the top of the second. Oakland took a brief 1-0 lead. Milwaukee would tie it on a sac fly in the third, get 2 more in the fourth. And in that third inning, before the sac fly, Don Money was thrown out at the plate by Ricky Henderson. Wayne Gross digs in the left-hander's batter's box. 1 for 1 with a walk is 1 hit, a homer. Simmons wiggles the fingers. Codwell's ready. He kicks and deals to Gross. 54 to Wayne Gross. 32 Gross swings the stick on the 32. That ball's driven deep to right center field. Racing is Molitor. He leaps, bangs into the wall. Does he have the ball? Yes! What a great catch by Paul Molitor. He's been flashing the leather in this game. Robbing Gross. First time Gross has not reached safely. 2 outs, base is empty for Mike Heath. Cladwell will go to a B grade if he puts up the goose egg here. Mike Heath 0 for 2, strikeout double play. Here's the pitch to Mike Heath. Righty-righty matchup, 65 to Heath. 65 is a 35. 35 popped up to the shortstop. Robin Yount waits for it. He makes the catch. Heath is 0 for 3. Billy Martin is going insane in the dugout. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 Milwaukee. Caldwell, if we keep him in, goes to a B grade. I think you got to turn it over to Raleigh Fingers now, but we'll just mark that. I think they would turn it over to Raleigh Fingers. Matt Keogh will stay out on the mound. Billy Martin says, in Keogh, we trust. Billy rode his starters hard when he was an Oakland A's manager. For the for the Brewers in the bottom of the 7th, it will be Money, Gantner, Molitor. Money 1 for 2. He singled and was thrown out at the plate by Ricky Henderson in the 3rd. The pitch as we still had Bando on top. The pitch to Don Money from Matt Keogh. 65. 65 to 35. 35 will be out number 1 as Money goes bankrupt and pops out to the catcher, Mike Heath. That's a PO2. 1 out. Jimmy Gantner's 2 for 2, an infield single. He scored a run on the sac fly by Robin Yount in the 3rd, then singled to left. 2 for 2 is Gantner. Left-handed batter. The righty Keogh nods his head. He rocks and deals to Gantner. 14 to Gantner. 30. Gantner swings the stick. That's a long drive to left center field. Henderson going back. Taps his thigh. Snap catch. 2 away. Henderson covers a lot of ground out there. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the order, Paul Molitor 1 for 3. His 1 hit was a single. Keogh's ready to work. Pitch homeward bound to Paul Molitor. 62. How do you do? A 62 is a 32. Molitor sends that ball out to right center field. Armas converging with Murphy. Murphy calling for it. He makes the catch, avoiding the collision with Armas. 1, 2, 3 go the Brewers. We go to the top of the 8th. 3-1 Milwaukee. Milwaukee needs to win to force the game 4. Then they need to win to send it back to Oakland for game 5. So with 6 outs to go, Caldwell is a B grade, but there's no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Caldwell's day is done. Raleigh Fingers is coming in for the 6-out save. Fingers was the pitcher of record on the losing side in game 1 when Ricky Henderson singled in the bottom of the 9th to give the A's a 5-4 win. So Caldwell is done. Let's just put his card to the back. It's going to be the AB grade Raleigh Fingers with an XZ modifier going for the 6-out save. Raleigh Fingers, also a former Oakland A's. Last year with Oakland, I do believe, was 1976. So it's Fingers. Codwell goes 7. Gives up 1 earned run off the bat of Gross. It was a homer. And he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's about the extent I like to keep. So Raleigh Fingers comes in. He is A and B with an XZ modifiers. Can Fingers get the 6-out save? Can he make amends for blowing game 1? Mark Jones says, I just read that Lenny Randle died on the 29th of December. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Fingers to Jim Spencer. Spencer's 0 for 1 with a walk. 26 to Jim Spencer with the bases empty. 26 is a 24. Spencer hits a grounder to short. Yount has it, throws to Cooper. 1 down. Milwaukee 5 outs away from a game 4. That will bring up Dave McKay. The second baseman is 0 for 2. Switch hitter batting lefty. Fingers has the sign from Simmons. The pitch to McKay. 41 to Dave McKay. That's a 24. McKay swings. Another ball hit to Yount. They're playing Pepper with Robin Yount. He throws to Cooper, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty for Rob Piccolo. Piccolo, 0 for 2 today. He hasn't hit the ball at all, but we're going to stick with Piccolo. The pitch to Rob Piccolo, 42. 42 is a 39. 39. Curveball drops in there for strike 1. 0-1 count. Piccolo doesn't like the call. Steps out of the box. Shakes his head slightly. Now he's back in the box. Simmons sets up inside. Fingers. Kicks and deals to Piccolo. 0-1 count. 26 to Piccolo. 26 to 24. Guess where that ball's grounded to? You guessed it. Robin Yount. Rinse and repeat. Throw to first. Side is retired. The Brewers 3 outs away from forcing a game 4. 3 ground balls to Yount, 3 outs. And guess who comes up first in the bottom of the 8th? It is Robin Yount. So Fingers does his JOB there. Keogh back up on the bump for the bottom of the 8th. Keogh's only given up 3 runs. Unfortunately, if you're an A's fan, and for Billy Martin, the A's have only gotten 1 run, a homer from Wayne Gross back in the top of the 2nd. So it's a 2-run lead for the Brewers. Keogh's pitched 1, 2, 3. 3 scoreless innings, so he's not going to be upgraded. Yount, 0 for 2 with a sac fly ribby. Keogh to Robin Yount to start off things here in the bottom of the 8th. 54, bases empty. 54 is a 32. Fly ball driven deep to left center. Ricky Henderson reaching out. He makes the grab. 1 out. Ricky went a far way to make that catch. Yount denied a hit. 1 out, top of the 8th. 3-1 Brewers. Cecil Cooper 0 for 2 with a walk. Cooper digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Keogh to Cooper. 64 to Cecil Cooper. Base is empty. 64 is a 12. A 12. Hard hit ball to first. Snared by Spencer. He's going to win the foot race to the bag. Cooper is out. as he grounds out to his counterpart, Jimmy Spencer. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-1 Brewers. Ben Ogilvy, the cleanup hitter, 0 for 2 with a walk. He scored a run. Keogh faces his second left-hand batter in a row. Keogh has the sign. Heath sets the target. The pitch to Ben Ogilvy. 52 at the base is empty to Ben Ogilvy. 52 is a 27. Hard hit ball to third. Gross has it. Tosses across the diamond to Spencer. 1, 2, 3. Go the Brewers. Second time Ogilvy's grounded out to third, but his third ground out overall with the walk. We're through 8 here at County Stadium. Raleigh Fingers back to the mound for the top of the 9th to try to get the 3 outs and a Brewers victory that will force a Game 4. There are no changes defensively for Milwaukee. So Keogh, 8 innings, 3 runs. He looks like he's on the hook for the loss. Raleigh Fingers trying to make amends for blowing the game, losing the game in Game 1 when Ricky Henderson singled in the bottom of the 9th for the walk-off win. Top of the 9th, top of the order for the A's. Henderson, Murphy, Cliff Johnson. Johnson's banged into 2 double plays. We might see a pinch hitter there. And then Tony Armas, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. The pitch to Ricky Henderson with the bases empty from Raleigh Fingers. 24, 13. Swing and a miss. Raleigh Fingers records his first K. I should have changed colors, but that's okay. Their final 2 outs here in Game 3. Brewers fans on their feet. They want to see a Game 4. Can't sweep 3 in a row if you don't win Game 1. The left-hand batting center fielder, Dwayne Murphy, awaits the Fingers offering. Pitch homeward bound by Raleigh. 66, that is gone. Dwayne Murphy crushes a slider. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. A towering blast, and Dwayne Murphy touches them all. The A's get their second home run of the game. Oakland pulls to within 1. To the moon, Alice. To the moon on the bippity boppity boom by Dwayne Keith Murphy. Murphy now has 3 hits. He's a triple away from the cycle. Can Fingers blow another game? So it's 3-2 with 1 out. Cliff Johnson is 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 double plays. Let's look at the Oakland bench. Newman's a catcher. Fred Chicken Stanley. No. Mickey Klutz. Well, Johnson's got the 1 there, but Mickey Klutz has the 1 here. Well, he's got it on the 1 on the 11 too. And the 33. And so he has homers. Wow. 11, 33, and the 66. Mickey Klutz is going to pinch hit for Cliff Johnson. And this is an extra player, and he's a J4, so he didn't get a lot of playing time. But when he did, without knowing his stats and just knowing just a little bit about the APBA cards, just a little bit. Homer on the 11, homer on the 33, and homer on the 6. They need a homer to tie. It's going to be Mickey Klutz pinch hitting for an 0 for 3 Cliff Johnson. He's not happy with that, but he has struck out and banged into 2 double plays. Let's go with the purple pen for Mickey Klutz. World's Worst Gamer, how you doing? Hope all is well. Hope you're feeling better. He says Mickey Klutz and Mike Patterson are the ringers on Oakland in 1981. World's Worst Gamer says Keith Drumright ain't bad either, but not for on-base percentage. And our good friend World's Worst Gamer says, I'm doing okay, Al. Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing okay. Thank you very much. Oops. So Mickey Klutz, the pinch hit. Armas on deck. It's 2-1 now. After Fingers gets the first out, he strikes out Henderson. Dwayne Murphy goes yard. A majestic, towering blast out of County Stadium to the shock and chagrin of Brewers fans. So we're going to go... And he'd probably stay into DH anyway. Klutz. And he's slow. And that's all we need to know there. Klutz. Pinch hit for Johnson. Boy, that's messy. In the ninth. So here's Mickey Klutz. He's looking for the 11, the 33, or the 66. He also has quite a few strikeouts. 1, 2, well, only 3. So 3 homers, 3 strikeouts that I see right now. Raleigh Fingers looks to regroup after giving up the homer to Murphy. Conference over on the mound. Simmons back behind the plate. Fingers to Mickey Klutz. Righty-righty matchup. 42. 42 to Mickey Klutz is a 9, but the A.B. Voodoo is going to wipe that out. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch because you go A first. That's a strikeout. Say if that was a hit or something, then you go to C and go to that one. So had he was out, even if he was a C grade pitcher, as it would have been a pop out to third. So Mickey Klutz strikes out. Two outs now. Klutz really gave it a mighty swing trying to tie this game. Another home run threat steps to the plate. Armas has been god-awful at the plate. Outstanding in the field. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and a fly out to left. Armas has a homer on 66. That's it. 3-2. Fingers and the Brewers trying to hold on. Fingers nods his head. He rocks and deals to Tony Armas. Oh, 62. 62 is a swing and a miss on the 13. The third strikeout for Tony Armas. Ball game over. Fingers and the Brewers survive. The one-out homer by Dwayne Murphy and are victorious 3-2. A's now lead the series 2-1. There will be a game 4. The decision will have to be made. Do they go to Vukovich on short rest? I think they probably would. They would have had a day off on the travel. He pitched game 1. I think they would go to Vukovich. We'll have to think about that and make a special, like a little rule. I don't know. I think they would go to Vukovich. Normally we don't do that. If not, they're going to go to a D-grade pitcher. Game 4, we'll see Mike Norris on the mound for the A's. We don't know the starter yet for the Milwaukee Brewers. So that's a fun game, and I like to say, as I always do, thank you to everyone who is watching and jumped in the chat. If you're watching and you didn't jump in the chat, that's cool too. And those who will watch later, we greatly appreciate your time. Beatles Eternally, how you doing? He says, evening baseball fans. Beatles was playing a game earlier today. He's been playing a lot of games. Check out his channel and subscribe. Wonderful baseball knowledge by our good friend Beatles Eternally. We're still waiting for him to sing some Beatles songs for us, though. And again, hope all is well, Beatles. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. D. Scott Howard, how you doing? All right, so let's pick a player of the game. First thing we know is Caldwell pitched his heart out. He is the winning pitcher. The save goes to Raleigh Fingers. Caldwell gave up 1 run in 7 innings. He's in line for the MVP. 2 innings for Fingers. He gave up 1 earned run, and it was a homer. He struck out 2. I'm going to give the MVP to Mike Caldwell, who went 7 innings, 1 run, struck out 4, gave up the homer to Wayne Gross. He's the MVP. Fingers gets a save, though it was shaky, as he gave up the homer to Murphy. Matt Keogh went 8 innings, gave up 3 runs. They were all earned, and I don't think he gave up a homer, and that's all for that. How many did he strike out? I like strikeouts. Matt Keogh did not strike out anybody. Controlled pitcher. So he's the losing pitcher. The A's now lead 2-1. We have game 4 coming up here in Milwaukee at County Stadium. If the Brewers win, we go back to Oakland for the deciding game, the elimination game, winner take all, game 5. Billy Martin, the A's don't want to see that. They want this series over with. So again, it will be Mike Norris for the A's. And let's quickly, I think they would go to Vukovich on short rest because our choices are not bueno. It's either going to be Jimmy Slayton, who's a D grade, no modifiers. So I think they would go to Vukovich, who didn't pitch well in game 1, but I think they would go to Pete Vukovich, Vuko, with his B grade Y modifier. But we're going to say short rest, and he'll still have that, but maybe we'll limit his innings. And Fingers has gone 2 innings. He would definitely be available, but maybe he's only available, we'll say. Well, I think 2 innings would be fine there. And then you have Easterly, who's fresh, ready to go. Again, there's no real pitching fatigue other than runs in this game for basic that I know of. So I'll decide. I think they would go to Vukovich. I really do. So, all right. Well, I'd like to thank Jason Marks. He says, excellent game. Thank you, Jason. Beatles Eternally says, Merry Christmas, my friend, and Happy New Year. Thank you very much. The same to you. We're still waiting you to sing for us as he goes, LOL. D. Scott Howard, thank you. World's Worst Gamer, thank you. Mark Jones, thank you. Larry Mullins, 111, thank you. Joshua Hauser from Vancouver, thank you. As I hit the camera, IDJ was here. Thank you very much. And check out and subscribe to his channel. MV, our good friend Patrick from across the pond, a.k.a. Mouse in the House. Please check out and subscribe to his channel. Keep scrolling up. Trav was here. Pesky Paul. Check out Pesky Paul's channel. Uncle Dave Gardner's doing a chat tomorrow to discuss what APBA Master Game and what seasons he has coming for baseball and football. Sean Kaufman was here. Thank you very much. And I believe Robert Bryan was here. Thank you very much. So thank you. If you enjoyed the stream and you want to, hit that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Become a member of the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. Come back where everybody knows your name, whether on my channel or fellow FOC members' channels such as Beatles Eternally, Dave Gardner, Pesky Paul, MV, a.k.a. Mouse in the House, ID Gesture, and many, many others. Come back and have the fun. Check out their videos. Like, share, sub them as well as me. Grow the community, grow the fun. And that's how it's done. All right. Stay safe. Be smart. Treat people the way you want to be treated. God bless. I love you all. One more time, probably a few more times. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy what you celebrate. That being said, The Brewers hold off elimination with a 3-2 victory against the A's. Oakland now leads 2-1. Codwell, the winning pitcher, fingers the shaky save. Keogh, the losing pitcher. Once again, thank you. Greatly appreciate your time. You know what's coming, folks. Peace.